athletics.
You know what really gets a party started? Indoor baseball. Yeah, just find a broom or a pool cue, and you can use like anything as a ball. Cans, bottles, shoes.
Hey, bro, toss me that avocado.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to readyvirginia.gov and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by Ready Virginia, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
Thanks for listening to tonight's game on Bearcat Radio. Remember that after the final whistle, all games are available for replay at Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio.
Welcome back to Bearcat Radio as we head into the bottom of the fourth inning. Cats up 3-1, and it's 5-6-7 or 4-5-6 due up for the Cavaliers. Zach Griffith and Keppelman check most of the ball game. They got on the board though in the last half inning, and that's where we sit right now with a 2-run lead for the orange and black.
See if we can get 3 up, 3 down here.
Pitch on the way, 0-1, called strike, a nice breaking pitch. 0-2 to Waters. And after an inning where Griffith had a little bit of control issues early in the inning, he gets ahead 0-2. Here's a pitch. Tried to get him to offer at the slider down and away and stayed out and taken for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chatham coming off a 13-4 victory in the quarterfinals over Tazewell. This one a swing and a miss, strike 3, and back-to-back strikeouts for Zach Griffith, and he's got 6 on the afternoon, and he's got Waters twice. As he'll head back to the dugout, and now Podajecki will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout as well. Anytime you go 0 for 3 the first time through the order in your 4 and 5 spots, definitely not ideal in a semifinal game. Griffith winds and fires this breaking ball. Jam shot out to shallow right field. Medley has a beat on it, makes a grab for out number 2 of the inning. That's a pitch you feel like you can get a hold of, but it stays in on the hands. That breaking ball outside looks like it breaks 12 inches, but that one on the inside corner doesn't break quite as much.
Very much.
And it ends up being a jam shot, even though you're swinging thinking you've barreled it up.
And the thing about it is he's getting that call right now, so, I mean, you kind of have to swing at it if you think you can hit it.
That's a swing and a miss on a first pitch curveball, and Zach, whenever he can spot those breaking pitches, well, he's got so many, if one of them's off, you can always turn to another, and this one, fastball, he gets a little low on, and it's 1-1. But once he gets into this sort of rhythm where he can work fast and keep the tempo going, definitely helps everybody. This one, a ground ball hit towards short. Bradley gets around on it. Throws across in time for out number 3 and a 1-2-3 answer as the fourth inning goes 6 up, 6 down. And that's good to see Michael make a big play over at short in this ball game as we head to the top of the 5th. Bearcats nursing a 2-run lead as it's 3-1 here on the Bearcat Radio Network. And take a look here. We were talking about the enrollment comparison before this thing got underway. I was talking to somebody about it down in the stands. 619 for Chatham, 642 for Virginia High. That was the most recent numbers. So that's where things look. But the winner of this one will play Page County in the championship tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Said they won earlier, 5-0.
5-0.
I mean,
over Goochland.
They beat some pretty good teams last couple games.
So the Bearcats will come to the plate here in the 5th. It's 2, 3, and 4. Dixon, Griffith, and Lewis. So if you ever wanted to add any insurance, this might be the inning to do it with the top of the order up. Got to meet of that order. And then, with a 2-run lead, Coach Daniels got to be happy with the way this team's played through 4 full.
Just got to hold on right now. Just hold on for a few more innings.
What do you think the main reason this team's had the success they have this year? Do you think it's pitching, defense, or? What is the characteristic that has them playing right now, the state semifinal?
I think right now you got two kids who are going to keep you in ball games for the most part, and that just breeds confidence with the other kid. You don't feel like you have to score 10 runs to win. We're going to put up two kids up there who can keep the score down low, who might not give up any runs.
The outfield's going to play solid.
And all around, I think if Zach's not pitching, you put him back at shortstop. And then I've been around. When sometimes you get your ace pitching, well, you lose that fielder. You lose your shortstop, you lose your center fielder, your catcher, whoever it is, possibly third baseman, and you kind of don't have the same confidence because if anything gets hit to that person, you're scared that kid's going to make an error because he's not as good as that pitcher. But right now, I don't think that's the problem. Right now,
this team really has a problem. And I text Coach Daniels. He said, would like to get John involved, but you don't really have a spot to put John Malumba, the freshman, who's been hitting the cover off the ball. The inning's underway with a breaking pitch inside and a called strike from Jordan Dixon, and it's 0-1.
It's a good problem to have when you have multiple kids who you're trying to work into the lineup.
Yeah, anytime
every day.
You have to look at your lineup, even though Coach Daniels usually turns in the same lineup. But usually we see John when Jordan pitches, and Michael gets the day off. So it actually keeps everybody involved throughout the year.
Well, you look at left field right now. When Dixon pitches, Tyler goes out there. Well, Tyler's DHing right now. John's come up with some big hits, so now, right now he's not playing today. So, it's just kind of one of those things right now that you got some quality guys sitting on the bench.
That one called strike, and it's 0-2 to Dixon here in the fifth. This one grounded hard the other way and threw into right field. A base hit for Jordan Dixon. He's on base for the second time. Walked back in the first, flew out to right, now a single into right field. And that's 4 hits on the board now, Cats. And a leadoff single at that. They hadn't had the leadoff man on since the first inning, and that's when they took the 2-0 lead at the time. Now Zach Griffith will come to the plate. He reached on an error in the third and scored, and grounded out to second his last time up. His first time up, that is.
Be interesting this, and again, there you go with the pitcher. He's
when you think about it, though, Zach very well could have reached on 2 errors today because he hit that ground ball to second in the first inning, and he was bang, bang play. They called him out on it. So
there he goes.
Zach shows up to pitch it in the dirt. A great pitch to run on, and sliding in without a throw is Dixon. I think right there, Coach Daniels predicted the pitch and got the. Anytime you can get the wheels turning on a slider in dirt, you put the catcher in a bad situation. And right there, just a good guess on the pitch selection.
But right now, if you're Chatham, you kind of feel this game slipping away from you right now.
1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Up and in, and it's a jam shot high in the air on the infield. Reed coming over it short. He makes the catch a couple of steps in on the grass for out number 1 of the inning. An unproductive out from Zach Griffith.
That's a big out for Chatham. It's a huge out.
And now Justin Lewis, who has 2 RBIs and is 1 for 1 on the day, stands in.
Of course, this is the guy, if you're Chatham, this is the guy you do not want to face in this situation.
A cool customer. 1-1 between Richlands and Lebanon in the 7th inning. Those two teams are getting tired of seeing each other. I'll tell you that much. They've played 6 times. There's a single into left center, base hit. Coach Daniels giving the wave sign through, and another RBI, a 3 RBI day for Justin Lewis as Dixon scores from second, and it's 4-1 Cats leading here in the 5th. How about having a day like today here in Pulaski if you're Justin Lewis? He's done it all year, though.
Well, if we can hold on and win this game, he probably doesn't want to leave this field.
Yeah, had a good day here so far as he's reached every time. He's single and 2 RBIs, a walk. Then he just had another RBI.
He's making up for that last game.
Yeah, coming back through for us. And now Tyler Anderson, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI single. To his credit, he drove in the 3rd run of the ball game for the Cats, back in the 3rd. And we're in the top of the 5th inning, 4-1. Bearcats leading after another RBI knock for Justin Lewis.
Now, at this point, you kind of wonder if you're Chatham, how long do you let this kid go? It's 4-1. I know they might feel like they can score runs here, but how long do you let this kid, go? Do you let him it gives up a few more runs here, I mean, then you're looking at 6-1.
That one misses inside, but never came set, and a balk. And Lewis will move to second. I haven't seen a balk call at all this year, I don't think, on the radio. I haven't seen one.
No, you don't see it in high school.
Tell you, last year they made it an emphasis during the Bristol Pirates season last year, and we had like 9 balks as a team. I've never seen a team balk so much. But
it's rare. It's a rare call anymore.
But right there, definitely Lancaster never came set, just went all the way through his motion from the stretch and can't do it. As 1-0 count now on Anderson with Lewis at second base after the balk. 1 out in the inning, 4-1, Bearcats leading it here in the 5th. Pitch on the way from the freshman Lancaster, low, and it's 2-0.
You know, if you're Page County, who won earlier, you kind of get there, hang around, and kind of watch both teams play, and kind of get an idea who you're going to be playing tomorrow.
Got an update from PH and Honaker, 3-0. Honaker leading in the 5th inning.
They might get their revenge.
This one swung on and fouled back. All I'll say is go Rebs. Come on back for me. 2-1 now the count to Anderson. Nolan Haas on deck.
If you're Chatham right now, you have to strain that runner on second or third. You can't let another run get in. I just feel like you're letting this game get away.
But I'll give credit to the freshman Lancaster. After a 2-run first, he settled in nicely.
I mean, he's battled. And you got to think,
well, the last 2 pitchers we saw, Appomattox had a good outing out of their pitcher.
Well, you got to realize, 2 errors. It could be 1-1, 2-1. So, he hasn't pitched bad.
2-1 the count to Anderson. The pitch on the way, a breaking ball. Anderson took a big whack at it, but he missed, and it's 2-2. Yeah, Nolan Haas on deck. Jared Mouse in the hole for the Cats as they've knocked in 1 run this inning on a RBI single into center, and Justin Lewis collected his 3rd RBI on that one as he stands out at second. Now he's wanting to come on around.
There's a lot of fans like they're leaving, so there's a lot more seats over there underneath the shade.
Anderson a chopper towards third. Arnold gloves it, looks back Lewis and throws across. Made Lewis commit back to the bag, and that's what you got to do.
That's what we didn't see the other game.
5-3. Yeah, Appomattox made the mistake of not making sure the runner went back against the Cats the last game, and we took a couple extra bases on those. And there's 2 outs in the inning, and it's up to the freshman to drive in Lewis. Having it now 4-0 in the 3rd inning. 4-1 Cats lead it as the freshman Haas stands in. The pitch from Lancaster right down the middle, and it's 0-1.
What could be impressive, we can be playing for state championship game for baseball. We could be playing for it in soccer tomorrow. We could have Abilene playing for a championship tomorrow.
Well, you're going to have either Richlands or Lebanon playing for one, too. So
Patrick Henry or Honaker. A lot of schools.
0-1 from Lancaster. Another good breaking pitch down and in, and it's 0-2 with 2 outs here in the inning.
A lot of schools that we see on the schedule playing tomorrow.
0-2, 2 outs. Lewis at second base.
Representing the Southwest District.
We got a few Southwest District teams up here. Up this way is a pitch inside, grounded towards third. Arnold gloves it. Throws across the first, right on the money for out number 3. 5-3 on the putt out. Cats score 1 run on 2 hits. No errors in the inning. And leave 1 on base as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Cats lead at 4-1 here on Bearcat Radio. Again, today's game brought to you by BSN Sports in Bristol. I think they do a lot of stuff for football for you guys too, don't they? They outfit you guys. So definitely most of the teams, I think, in the Southwest District and around the area are BSN Sports teams that they help out, and we do thank them for sponsoring today's broadcast as Jack Griffith goes back out to the mound. 6 strikeouts for the senior for the Cats, and he'll face the bottom third of the order in the bottom of the 5th with a 3-run advantage. You got to be happy with what you've seen out of Zach in this semifinal. Both pitchers pitching well, but on the scoreboard it's a 3-run lead for Virginia High.
At this point, you just got to finish now. Just got to finish. Just focus on getting your 3 outs this inning.
So you're 9 outs away if you're keeping count. So Richlands will have a chance to walk it on.